Well, horror fans, right, it's been a little while since I did a DVD update video. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, you'll remember that I did a series of videos a few years ago showcasing what video nasty titles I own. Well, since those were made back in 2008, I've managed to plug some of the gaps in my collection and got some better versions, so I thought it'd be interesting just to do an update and show you what editions I've had since then. Now, I'm not going to go through my entire collection again, just the new discs. And also, when I talk about video nasties, obviously I'm not on about any old horror film, I'm on about the films that made it onto the UK government's official blacklist back in the early 80s, which they then tried to ban and prosecute. I say that because people still get confused about what video nasties are, but just in case there's still any doubt, I'll put a few links to my website down below which will explain the whole thing for you, just in case you're interested. Anyway, without further ado, first up, this is the film Absurd, or Horrible, to give it its US DVD title. I don't know if you can see that in this light, but this is an upgrade. If you see my earlier vids, you'll remember that I had this on a DVD-R copy taken from an old VHS source. Well, this is a proper DVD release from MYA. Now, quality on this isn't too bad, but the only problem is it looks like they took this from a cut print. So what they did was they spliced the missing scenes back in from a VHS source. So when you're watching the film, there's a couple of scenes in there where the quality takes a sudden nosedive. But it only happens, you know, just on a couple of occasions. It's only for a few seconds. So overall, it's not too bad. This is currently the only fully uncut English language release of the film on disc available anywhere anyway. So yeah, not really a lot of choice there. Well, I think there's a German disc out there. I forget who published that one, but it's German language and I don't know what the quality is like. So if you do want to see this uncut and in English, then Hobson's choice, I'm afraid. This one's a bit short on extras. The only extra being you have the option of watching it in the original Italian mono with English subtitles, but apart from that, that's it. But yeah, again though, if you want to see this, this is really the only way to go. The other good thing is it says it's 4:3 full screen. It's actually 16:9 widescreen, so that's not too bad for those of you with widescreen sets. But anyway, next title, Bloodbath, also known as A Bay of Blood, from Mario Bava. Now, the last video I did on the subject, I had the US DVD from Image, which I still have. I got this one from Arrow Films in the UK because this has got a lot of nice extras on here. It's got, well, for starters, you can just see that, reversible artwork. If you open it up, there's other different artworks as well. I don't know if you can see that. I'm not going to get it out. But it also comes with a nice book and poster. But yeah, very nice Blu-ray disc here. This was actually one of the first Blu-rays I bought. I prefer DVDs, to be honest with you, because I can only watch Blu-rays on my laptop. But yeah, very nice set. Extras wise, you've got the Italian cut of the film in here if you want to see that, and about 3 or 4 different making of documentaries and various other nice bits and bobs. But yeah, very nice set to own. Arrow Films do quite a good few titles actually. Very worthwhile company. You should check them out if you get a chance. Blood Feast. Again, this is a better version I got. The last time I did a video I had the UK disc from Odeon Entertainment. That version was pretty much bare bones. It just had a couple of trailers for other titles and some bizarre documentary about how to carve turkeys or something stupid. But this is the US DVD from Something Weird. It's got audio commentary here from Herschel Gordon Lewis, outtake footage and some other nice bits and bobs. Best version of the film to go for. Bit of a weird movie. It's one of the world's first splatter movies, but yeah, US DVD best version to go for. I'll probably be getting rid of the old UK disc soon. Cannibal Terror. Awful, awful, awful film. Now, this is I didn't have this film at all last time. This is the US DVD from Severin. The film has been released in the UK but bare bones. This one has a trailer on and some interviews or something. Absolutely terrible film about some girl, well, little girl that gets kidnapped and then her captors get abducted and eaten by these cannibals in this South American jungle. Well, words cannot describe how truly awful this film is. It's supposed to be at some tribal village deep in the jungle. However, there's one scene you can see a road in the background with cars going past. You know, it's terrible. It was actually filmed on the same sets as Jess Franco's White Cannibal Queen, using a lot of the same extras. And there's actually a few scenes in here that appear in that film as well. But no, I wouldn't recommend this for you. It's awful film. The only reason I got it was to, you know, I wanted to try and get the full list of 74 films that made it onto the Nasties list. But oh dear, this one really is a chore to sit through. It's terrible. And another film that's not particularly very good, Devil Hunter, also known as the Manhunter. Now, if I remember rightly, the last time I had again, it was a DVD-R copy taken from a VHS source. This is the US DVD, again from Severin, although I think Severin have released this disc in the UK as well with the same extras on. I think it's still available. If not, I'm sure you can find it on eBay, but if not, the US DVD is still in print. This has got some extra scenes that weren't in the old UK VHS version, though they're only dialogue scenes, and so they don't really add much, and they're Italian language only, so yeah. No theatrical trailer on here. I'm not sure if one ever existed. I know when Mark Morris was who runs Nucleus Films, was trying to compile a list of nasty trailers. I think he had to make his own trailer up for this one. But this does an interview with Jess Franco on here, though. But again, terrible film. Something about some model that gets abducted by these natives in the South American jungle or somewhere, and they try and sacrifice her to this monster who's basically this naked black guy with ping pong balls for eyes. You know. Really convincing monster, and half the natives are white as well. But well, I suppose that's better than Cannibal Terror, where all the natives were white and sported dodgy 70s hairstyles. But there we go. Evilspeak, UK DVD 2-disc edition. Again, this is an upgrade. The last time I did a video on my Nasties, I had the old UK VHS version. This is the fully uncut UK DVD. There's actually two versions of film on here. Now, apparently the US version, it's got some dialogue scenes missing, whereas the old UK VHS, it had the dialogue scenes, but the BBFC had cut the gore out. Well, this has got the US, you know, version on, the shorter US version on here. Plus, what they've done is they've spliced the scenes that were from they've spliced the extra scenes from the UK version back into here from looks like a video master tape. So there's a slight variation in quality, but it's not too noticeable. But this is better than the US disc, because the US disc only had the shorter, you know, US version on here, whereas this has got the, you know, full-length release on here. But yeah, just trying to see what other extras. Oh yeah, audio commentaries, trailers, stills galleries. I think this one's still in print. It was by Anchor Bay UK, and I know they don't really do horror films anymore. They decided to go respectable, but yeah, this is still the best version of the film to go for. Ah, yes. Faces of Death. Now, again, I did have this on DVD, but I had the crappy UK version, which was not only cut by the film censors, but was, I think it was full screen, if I remember right. It was pretty poor quality. This is the new version, or newish anyway, on US DVD from Gorgon Video. And it's in widescreen, it's been digitally remastered, and it's got a load of interviews on here with the people who made it, trailers and some unused outtakes and stuff like that. There's also a deleted scene in here which was only included in some old video versions, but yeah, best version of this to go for. I know this has been reissued on DVD in the US several times, but if you want, you know, decent picture quality, this is the best one to go for. Pretty grotty film though. I mean, they openly admit in here that, you know, they faked virtually everything in here apart from the documentary news footage that they spliced in, but yeah, not for the faint-hearted, that one. Not really into these real, you know, documentaries on death, but just got it because it was part of the Video Nasty collection. Right, Forest of Fear, or Toxic Zombies, to give it its American title. Now, this is by... last time I had the old US video. This is a US DVD, although it has been reissued in Europe as well. This is by everyone's favourite grey market label Substance. It's basically a rip taken from a VHS source, so it's not much better than the old VHS copy, I've got to be honest with you, but it's the only way at the minute you can see this on disc. It doesn't appear to have a legitimate release anywhere, you know, all the DVD versions available all seem to be taken from various VHS sources, but yeah, hippies turn into zombies when the marijuana crop gets sprayed by some experimental herbicide. Not the best of movies. Notable only for the fact it's got John Amplis in it, who was in a lot of George Romero films. Now, The Farmhouse, Toby Hooper. I did have this on well, I still do have this on DVD, but it was a bare bones Australian disc, which only had a trailer on it. This version, what's this got on it? Series of making of features, audio commentary tracks, and some interviews on here. Difficult to read this writing on the back. Made a bit of a boo-boo when I bought this. I thought this was one of these DVD and Blu-ray combo packs. It turns out to be just the Blu-ray, so my mistake. But again, I can watch this on my laptop, so it's no major biggie. But yeah, it's an alright film, I guess. Not brilliant. Andy Warhol's Flesh for Frankenstein. Again, I didn't have this one at all last time, if I remember rightly. This is a German DVD for marketing film. Comes on a double pack with Blood for Dracula. Strangely, Blood for Dracula wasn't included on the Nasties list, whereas Flesh for Frankenstein was, so I don't know how that one escaped. This one got included, but yeah, it's alright. Just another take on the old Frankenstein tale with Udo Kier playing Dr. Frankenstein. No extras on here unless you include it. Unless you include the alternate. Well, unless you include the Dracula being on here as well. Was originally shot in 3D. Unfortunately, you can't seem to get this on 3D anywhere. Although Channel 4 TV channel in the UK, they did screen the 3D version a couple of years ago, but you needed special red and orange, or was it red and yellow specs? So you couldn't watch it with the standard red and blue ones. I have got a copy of that somewhere on DVD, which I recorded off the telly, but again, you needed the special specs to watch it in 3D, but alright, I guess. But yeah, that one was just plugging the gap in my collection. Now, haha. House by the Cemetery. Now, again, this was an addition to my collection because I did already have this on DVD. Now, the last time I had the I think it was the Dutch DVD from EC Entertainment, which I still have. I decided to get the UK DVD from Arrow because it had some special features on here which weren't on it. Like, it's got some alternate trailers on here, and there's a documentary, and a deleted scene. It was also relatively cheap. I think I only got this for about £4 or £5 or something. However, after I bought it, I then found that there was also a 2-disc edition, which was out of print. So I ended up getting this, which is a Blu-ray and DVD combo pack. It's got this has got a lot of special features that aren't on this one. Similarly, the features that are on this aren't on this one, so I ended up getting both basically. But it's got on the Blu-ray. It's the Blu-ray and the DVD both contain more or less the same special features, but then there's a second DVD which contains additional special features like interviews with the cast and crew and stuff. And this one's got an audio commentary track with Catherine McCall, which isn't on the DVD here. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, if you're only going to buy one, get this, because even if you can't play Blu-rays, this has also got the DVD on here. So that's alright. Yeah, I still haven't got an HD TV yet, so hence why I don't bother buying any Blu-rays. But yeah, that one's relatively cheap, so you can buy both if you want. But if you're only going to buy one, buy that, because this is at the moment, this is definitely the best version to go for. Matter of fact, Arrow seems to be releasing a lot of films in these Blu-ray DVD combo packs, which is handy for me. But Arrow films again, Island of Death. Again, this is an upgrade. The last time I did one of these nasty videos, I had the German DVD, I think. Well, this is the UK disc. Yeah, this one's got a commentary track on here with director Nico Mastorakis. Q&A session taken from some horror festival, I think it was. And some other bits and bobs on here. Oh, and they got a trailer on here, which was not on the German disc. There is a German trailer out there, but this one's got a different one under the title Cruel Destination, I think it is. But yeah, I think this one. Ah, yes. Yes. Reversible artwork, a little bit naughty though. Pop that back. But yeah, UK DVD, definitely the best version to go for. There is a US disc available, but I think it's there's not really a lot on it, to be honest with you. UK disc definitely the best. Another one that you've seen before, but I've got a better version of, The Last House on the Left. This is the UK 3-disc edition. Now, I believe this one is out of print now, but you can still get it on eBay if you hunt around. Now, the last time I had the Dutch DVD, because the UK version was cut, the film has now been passed on cut by the UK censors, which was a bit of a surprise. This one has got two versions of the film on. There's the original cut, Last House on the Left, and there's an alternate cut entitled Krug and Company, which I think it cuts out some of the bloody scenes in there, but it has some extra scenes of dialogue. So, yeah, I just got that just for the alternate version, really. But there's also comedy tracks on here, and trailers, and a few other interviews. There's an interview on here with David Hess and some of the other cast members. Disc 3 has also got a documentary called Going to Pieces, The Rise and Fall of the Slasher Film, which is, considering I got this relatively cheaply for about £6 or £7 or something ridiculous, I think that was worth the price of the disc alone. So this one is out of print now. You can still get the original version on cut on a plain, on a plain vanilla disc or whatever. It hasn't got any extras on, but this is definitely the best version to go for if you can get it. Who was it did this? Oh, Metrodome did that, by the way, in case you're interested.